Okay. But check it out. If any of you remember, a while back ago, I did green screen presentations in which I put up a green screen and then I had chat put up images behind me as if I was giving like a keynote presentation thing. I have this device right here to help with the green screen transitions. I can just do this. I have this little button right here. Look at that. It looks like I'm giving an actual presentation. Yeah, we can do it right now, chat, if you want to. If you want to submit images in, we do a presentation. Just do it right now if you want. Dude, Dextero's not gonna tweet this out. Alright, if you want to submit images, use the command !green screen BG. And then I'll just improv some kind of stupid ass presentation. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the keynote presentation. I'm your host and presenter for today, Daldameht. And I'm here today to give you a presentation, a keynote presentation. Now, I have no idea what the word keynote actually means. I'll be displaying a series of images used to explain my point, provide some context even, if needed. And if you have any questions, just let me know by a raise of hand. Yes, Endo, you had a question? I go to the bathroom. Yes, you may. Just go. Alright, welcome to the keynote presentation, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dald. Okay, that should not have showed up. That could have been a penis. And I would have been in trouble. And for the presentation today is, I'm a freak just limk. That's what the presentation is on today. And for the first thing you gotta know about that is this man. Now this man is one who created the quote. This is Sir Reginald Regington. You notice this is an artist rendition of his face. That's because there's no photographic evidence of the man actually existing. He was quite a reclusive person, very introverted, so only this one drawing was recorded of the man. As to what he actually meant by this phrase, it was a sort of a phrase of self-identification. For a freak, this is what this means. The nipple master is another man who comes into play in this quote. As you can tell, this is the nipple master himself, and he is also a self-proclaimed freak in this regard. And one thing the nipple master did was he got this haircut. Now, this is a haircut of a creature known in fiction. This is a very relatively obscure fictional creature drawn into the head of a man. This is the nipple master's famous haircut. He was most well known for this back in the day. It gained him massive popularity. As well, what gained him a lot of massive popularity? His death. He lost his life in an untimely death from a wreckage accident. This was occurring at a hand dryer station in a bathroom. Now, one of the major problems of an air hand blow dryer is that it spreads piss everywhere in the area. Nipple master accidentally drunk his own piss from being blown back by this machine, and he choked to death on his own urine. It was an unfortunate loss for the field of science and technology, but he will be missed, and luckily precautions were put in to those devices. Now lastly, who would have ever thought a dope smoking bastard born in Kenya and educated by radical Muslims in Indonesia could have become president of the United States? That just shows the tenacity of the human spirit to overcome all these problems, all these issues, and still hold a high position in political office. Now, if Nipple Master was to do the same thing, you just know that he would have made great changes. Just like this place, Viet Mok Fry. This was Nipple Master's original home. It's a very small, quaint town, not that many people. But one thing he did enjoy a lot of the times, cars. The movie Cars, a beloved franchise of the Pixar series, was also loved by Nipple Master. What was also loved by him was Fruity Loops, his favorite cereal. Now, some say this is a bit more of a childish cereal, but whoever said a man can enjoy his cereal. This cereal was even proclaimed to be Nipple Master's motivation for becoming the great man that he was today. If you remember back to the original quote, I'm a freak, that was part of the same vocabulary. Alongside this man. This was Nipple Master's brother. Now you notice that giant sword he's carrying. He was a warrior in Istanbul, and as you can see, the scars of battle have left a permanent mark on his face. And once he heard the news of Nipple Master's premature passing, he was forever lost. Additionally, these people attended Nipple Master's funeral to commemorate his legacy, alongside these recovered chat messages from Nipple Master. Nipple Master was a very busy man. It's what comes to be from a man who does so much with his life. Again, a very busy man. And lastly, he also mentions, at Twitch. No stream. Work-related businesses, activities need work. Again. This man almost had no time to enjoy himself, the free time. He was truly always busy. This might scare some of you. This person is alleged to be Nipple Master's assassin. That's right. It is hypothesized that Nipple Master was assassinated by that man, and he wore this nipple ring. That's one of his most identifying traits that we could find today. But of course, nipple rings are pretty commonplace, even amongst the most normal degenerates. So his assassin has been kind of hard to find. One of these that we do have is this man, Platinum Sperm, burst forth. This man was hot on the trail of finding Nipple Master's assassin, and as you can tell, he burst forth onto the scene to find his assassin. Now, it's not ever known if Platinum Sperm ever did find him, but Platinum Sperm himself went missing a while back ago, chasing a hot trail of clues. One can only wonder if Platinum Sperm ever made it back out alive. Now, next up, this person, believe it or not, is not me. Every black person with glasses is not me, by the way. This is the man. I don't know who this person is. I don't know who that is. This is the famous carrot top wig worn by a woman. Now, she wears this as part of her identifying traits, to give her some extra pizzazz to her aesthetic. Now, some say this could be a distracting factor from her terrible music. Some say her music is actually quite listenable. I don't know. In reality, ladies and gentlemen, I have not listened to this woman's music. But some say they feel a strange sort of inside gusto and energy when listening to this person's music. Now, of course, that's what music should be doing, inspiring and uplifting the inner soul. Next, Fred Flintstone loves eating Pizza Hut. It was one of his most famous ones. Now, you'll notice the time discrepancy between the Flintstones and the invention of Pizza Hut. How could Fred Flintstone eat pizza? That's because Fred Flintstone was secretly a time traveler of his time. He was an advanced caveman with a brain thousands of years ahead of anyone else in his caveman tribe, and he came across time travel technology. He rode to the time of 2011, where he came across a Pizza Hut, and after eating pizza, he got himself a very nice hairdo. Look at this lovely dude right here. Look, some people passed out in the audience because of how ugly this thing is. Yeah. Take him to the hospital. Another victim of a bad haircut. Here is another example of horrible cuts. Now you see some other victims of horrible haircuts. These children. Bald men have ruined the hairstyles of all these children. I don't mean to emotionally manipulate any of you, but this is the cruel, sad reality of what happens when bald men give haircuts. Would you mind passing out some tissues? Some people are having an emotional moment. Yep, pass out some tissues. Squidward was crushed by the contraption. Rip Squidward. Unfortunately, there was video evidence being played here, but it was deemed way too graphic that I couldn't show all of you. It is actually quite physically possible to barf and crap yourself at the same time. But it was a tragic loss. Some even said that Squidward died the same way as Nipple Master. That's right. It all comes together towards the end. The horrific death of Nipple Master in the wreck, and the death of Squidward in this contraption. Is it the responsibility of one person, one sinister cabal who's organizing these deaths? As they say, ladies and gentlemen, one time is an instance. Twice is a coincidence. 3 times, that's called a pattern. Just like this man. Now, unfortunately, this picture was taken from my Instagram. What we have here is redemption. Is the good ending what we have right here. The haired giving the haircuts. No more bald people are ruining the hairs of innocent people out there. People who know about hair and have hair and give haircuts. He loves his job. G. G is a letter. Melm. I'm 19. How old are you? Jade says 15. Melm replies, actually, I'm 15. Now, this confusion of age. Next slide. Anime is satanic. Now, the Japanese are not known for their satanic practices. There's been no identifiable proof yet that it does. The message of most animes are the conventional messages you see even in Western media about the importance of family, good morals and values. This is how it all comes back together, ladies and gentlemen. It all comes back with My Little Pony. Sorry about that. Piccolo. From the Dragon Ball series, Piccolo wanted to be black. And after having his child, he did some gambling. He was losing hand after hand after hand. He bet his wedding ring. But luckily, he got his money back, baby. He took this sexy ass selfie to celebrate. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the presentation. Thank you all for attending. I hope you all learned something amazing and nice. You can get some literature at the end, at the exit over there. And any questions? Any concerns you want to mention? I know, I guess that'd be it. Alright. Thank you all for attending. Have a lovely day.